Welcome to another exciting meditation. Happy to be here as your favorite life coach, Miss Jewel. All right, so tonight you'll hear 3 chimes. We'll go over the 12 steps, the reading for today, and close with sending metta and the serenity prayer. Get your water, your incense, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Here we go. The 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. First, we admitted that we are powerless over our addiction, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood God. 4, we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, we admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we were entirely ready to have God remove all of these defects of conditioning. 7, we humbly asked Him, God, to remove our shortcomings. 8, we made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, we made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, we continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, we promptly admitted it. We sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood God, praying only for the knowledge of His will and for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry these messages to addicts and to practice these principles in all our affairs. And anybody that is suffering in any capacity. The reading today is honest relationships. One of the most profound changes in our lives is in the realm of personal relationships. Taken from the basic text, page 57. Recovery gives many of us relationships that are closer and more intimate than any we've had before. As time passes, we find ourselves gravitating toward those who eventually become our friends, our sponsor, and our partners in life. Share laughter, tears, and struggles, being shared, respect, and lasting empathy. When then do we we find that we don't agree with our friends or anything, on anything. We may discover that we don't share the same taste in music as our dearest friend, or that we don't agree with our spouse about how the furniture should be arranged, or even find ourselves voting differently from our sponsor at a service committee meeting. Does conflict mean that the friendship, the marriage, or the sponsorship is over? No. These types of conflict are not only to be expected in a long-lasting relationship, but also actually an indication that both people are emotionally healthy and honest individuals. In any relationship where both people agreed on absolutely everything, changes are the only one person is doing the thinking. I'm sorry, chances the only one person is doing the thinking. If we sacrifice our honesty and integrity to avoid conflicts or disagreements, we give away the best of what we bring to our relationships. We experience the full measure of partnerships when another human being. We actually, we are, we are fully honest. Just for today, I welcome the difference that makes each one of us special. And today, I work on being myself. When it said honest relationships, I just thought about how I showed up in my life and how I wanted everybody not to lie to me, but I had to fix my own self by not lying to other people or lying to myself. And that was one of the biggest fallacies in my life because I wasn't telling the truth to myself. I was continually hurting myself by not acknowledging my problems or my ills or my mistakes. And that's hard. Becoming honest is hard, but it's worth it. And it's not really hard when you put God first and doing the right thing. Definitely. Tonight, we're going to send metta, but we're going to send a metta to ourselves. Because if we can't have love and happiness in our own lives, how can we give it to anybody else? Repeat after me if you can. So I will be happy. I will be healthy. I will be free of danger. I will be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. I will be peaceful, kind, wise, and skillful. I will be at ease. To conclude with the serenity prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So yeah, I've shortened the meditation. We do an introduction, the 12 steps, the reading for just for today. We send metta to ourselves, and that keeps us in our lane to continue the healing on ourselves. And then we conclude with the serenity prayer. My family, my soul tribe out there, I offer a gift of staying in a meditative space and just sit still for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and listen to the quiet thoughts. Enjoy. Love you all to the moon and back.